Welcome to the D's Life Treasure Show. Dee is a power seller on eBay. Dee started her business to help her family make extra money. Dee is willing to help anyone achieve their goals. Whether you want to become a power seller and make 50, 100, 1,000, even $10,000 a month, Dee will show you how to accomplish your goal. So sit back and relax and listen to the D's Life Treasure Show. Thank you for tuning into the D's Life Treasure Show. This is SB, and I'm the producer of the show, and I want to introduce you to the star of the show, Dee.
Hello, this is Dee of Dee's Life Treasure. Thanks for joining us, and we have a lot of great information for you this evening. So please stay tuned throughout the show. We'll be showing you some techniques, how to advance into your business. And at the end of the show, as you know, I have my 5 top picks. So please do not leave the show, and because you're gonna miss some of the five top picks, and you may come across some of these picks at um, your sales or your local good store. And also in this segment, we're going to be doing a little webinar training to advance you into your sales.
All right, Dee, you have a 95% sell-through rate. Can you explain to the listeners what that is all about?
You're right, SB. I do have a 95% sell-through rate. And what that means is the items that I'm finding at my local yard sales and thrift stores, I'm putting them online, and just about what I put online per month are selling. So I'm selling at least 95% of my items.
Okay, you sure you're gonna be giving away the secrets, Dee?
Yeah, I'm gonna give away the secrets because I feel like there's a lot of money out there to be made for everyone.
All right, Dee, you gonna be kind of like Duke, ain't you?
Well, I think what you said about Duke is that Duke is the dog Bush baked beans, and Duke has been trying for years and years to give away the family secret of Duke, the baked beans, the Bush baked beans. So I'm not gonna be like the person trying to keep Duke from giving away the secret. So I'm gonna give away the secrets to advance in your business on eBay.
All right, everybody, you definitely don't want to leave the show. You definitely want to listen to those secrets that Dee will be giving up. And then in the end, like we said, Dee gonna go through her top 5 picks, and these 5 picks are the technique, and you can see the sale, and she's gonna go through the technique that she used to get these items to put on eBay. So without any further ado, we're gonna let Dee get into the program with the first segment.
This is Dee. And to get started with your yard sales, I think you should start with a team. And the team could be just yourself and maybe one other person. It could be your spouse or a friend. And once you get to the yard sale, you want to go in different directions, split up, and see what each of you can come across for as far as your picks. And once you find those picks, you may want to have downloaded on your cell phone before going to your sales is the eBay app. And if you download the eBay app, and once you get to the yard sale, you can look up some of those items. And that's going to be some of the techniques that we will be talking about. Once you find your item, how do you research that item and put it online?
All right, Dee, should we show them how to do that research right now?
Yes, I think we should go ahead and start showing them.
Okay, then. What's the first thing they want to do, Dee?
Well, the first thing you want to do once you find the item, you want to look up the item. You want to go to advanced search in the eBay. And once you find that, you see the item, you want to put in where it says find item. When it says find item, you're going to type in that item, and the item that we came across is a Lone Ranger sign, a vintage sign. And it has the Marita bread on it. And as you can see a listing that has come up with a lot of long range signs. And if you, as you see, they are listed as different prices, but you want to be able to know how to go about researching the item. Because that's what you will find a lot once you go online to search for your items. Because there's going to be more than one item out there. So what you want to do, once you locate the item in the search engine, you're going to go to the left of your screen where it says completed listing. Click on completed listing, and you will also bring up another page. And what this page is when we completed listing means that the item has sold. And the items, what you see in the green, where it says 104, $104.50, $179, those items were researched and they were sold. And items that you see in the black, that item has not been sold because it may have been priced different. And if you look at the price of the one that's in the black, $199 to start out the bid, and or buy it now for $300, actually they overpriced that item. And as you can see different types of signs. The one that we're showing you at the top is the 1950 original Narita Bread Lone Star and those 10. So that means it's a vintage item. It has a embossed picture, which means you can feel the picture when you touch it. You can feel the picture. So that item sold for $104.50. The one below that sold for $179 is a sign that was put in front of a general store or some type of business to represent the Narita bread and the long ranger. So that sign sold for $179. And as you can see, the one below that, the $199 for starting out a bid, that's not a vintage sign. And they are asking a little bit too much for that. And they are asking a little bit too much for that. So as you see, the item is still sitting there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still sitting there.
It is sitting there. Now this is ours sign right here, D. And ours is a vintage sign, and it's embossed also. But we listed ours for $59.95, and the reason for that, D, as you can tell, our sign is not in as good a shape as some of the other signs. You can actually see some rust and stuff like that, and it looks dead and everything. So condition is everything. So the sign that sold for a little bit more than ours, which was $104, it was in almost perfect condition there, as you can see. You don't see any bits in there, and you don't see any rust. Exactly. So therefore, we know that we at least could get at least half the price for ours, right? Okay, and we're going to tell you, we're going to give you a little bit more information on that, on these top picks. So you want to stay tuned for these top picks. So that's how you go about doing your research, and you can do that on your phone, right?
Yeah. Make sure you have your phone with you at all times, because you never know when you're going to come up on a yard sale, and you want to be prepared. If you have a smartphone, iPhone, download the eBay app, and it's very simple to use. To just go to the search engine, put in the item, and then go to completed listing, and that will tell you how much the item is sold for. Many times we have gone to yard sales, and the seller will say that the item, this is on eBay for this amount of money. But as I know, by doing your research, it doesn't matter what the seller says. You need to know what it's selling for.
Exactly, D. Now, say for instance, if we didn't do the research, they could have told us, look, somebody's trying to sell this item for $300, right?
That's right.
And give us $150 for it.
Right.
And you probably would have lost money on that item, right?
That's true. So more likely you did lose money.
You would have, right? Because people can tell you anything. And this the one that they're going to print, right? The one with the bigger price on it.
Bigger price on it.
That's the one they'll have on the table showing you how much, it was set up for on eBay.
That's true.
But if you don't do your own research and look at the completed listing, then you could definitely wind up losing a lot of money on it, right?
That's true.
So this is one of our top advanced techniques that the professional thrifters use. Now Dee is going to go on to some other techniques.
Another technique, if you get to a yard sale and you may be far out into, I guess I could say, the countryside. You can find a lot of good deals when you're out there on the countryside looking for yard sales. So if you're out there in I guess like a remote area and there may be no cell phone towers nearby.
Or either they could be like us, we pick in a lot of the rural areas of Georgia, back out in the woods.
Yeah, a lot of rural areas back in the woods. So if you come across some yard sales in areas like that, you may not be able to access the eBay app. So what you may want to do is, once you have gathered up your things, you may just want to put them aside, get with the seller. Ask the seller, can they hold this for you while you run to the town that you just passed, and you may have came across a little shopping area. And more likely that shopping area, convenience store, has a cell phone tower where you can use your phone. If you want to go back to that area and just use your cell phone and put in that item in the eBay search, and that way you can see if the item was any value before you actually purchase that item. And you can go back to the yard sale and purchase that item. But what you want to do, not just leave that one item, just leave 2 or 3, 4 items in a pile with the seller. And just tell the seller you need to run to the nearest ATM machine to get some money out of the ATM machine so you can pay cash for the purchase. Because I mentioned that earlier in that segment a couple of weeks ago, you must have cash when you go to yard sales. So you can leave the yard sale, tell the seller to hold these for you, go to the nearest shopping area, pull up the eBay app, put in that item into the search engine, click on completed search, and see what that item is selling for.
Well, that's a great tip right there, D. And suppose if you're only a couple of minutes from home.
Well, the same thing can hold. You can just tell the seller to hold your items as well. You can go home and check on the item, or you can just get back in your car and maybe call your friend or your spouse, and if they know how to use the eBay, you can just have them search it up for you.
Exactly. We're going to do the last little part right here is once you get the item home, what are some of the advanced techniques you can do once you get the item home?
Once I get the item home, I'll inspect the item for more, see what condition the item is in. Make sure the item doesn't have any tears or rips, or it depends on what the item. If it's a clothing item, you want to make sure it doesn't have any tears, rips, and stains. If it's a household item, like this picture sign we were showing you, and it depends on the era of the sign, you want to make sure what type of condition or what type of money you're going to get out of it. So you want to make sure all your items are clean. You want to make sure your shirts are clean, washed. We washed everything, we ironed everything, and we packaged everything. So you want to make sure you inspect your items as soon as you get home with them and get them cleaned up.
That's true, B. And a lot of times we'll put ours in plastic bags and stuff, and we iron them and fold them good, and we'll make them look like new, right?
Yeah, we made them look like new. Remember the time when we first got started, and I was taking time putting tissue paper in the boxes to make them look nice and like a gift. And we got a lot of reviews back saying we love your packaging, keep it up, we'll buy from you again. So So just small details can make a difference in your sales.
That's true, B. It can make a big difference. And like these life treasures, we want to exceed people's expectations.
Yeah.
So when they open something from us, they know it's from us. Because it's like a gift or something. It's like them unwrapping a Christmas present.
It's true. And your used items can look new. So always let your buyers know in your description that your items is used, that they are clean, they are sanitized, especially if it's on a toy that you want to, for a mother to buy for their child. You want to make sure the toy is clean and sanitized, and just package as if it was a new item, and that definitely will increase your sales.
All right then, D. You know what time it is, D?
I think it's time to do my 5 top picks, and I hope you have stayed tuned because I really have some nice items here for you, and that you too can find at your local gift store or your yard sales.
Yes, by using these advanced techniques, D was able to run across her top 5 pick items. And D, here we go.
My first top pick is a game. It's Mayberry Omni. And since I've been doing eBay, I have come across so many Omni games. Didn't realize Monopoly made so many games. But to be not surprised, most of them are of some value. There have been some that I came across that wasn't, but most of them are of some value. I found this Mayberry, and the reason why Mayberry Omnis is popular is because of the Mayberry show called Andy Griffin. Who doesn't love the Andy Griffin show? I have a co-worker that loves every episode of Mayberry, of Andy Griffin. She can tell you from what Barney says and what Andy says. She loves Andy Griffin. So your Andy Griffin and your Barney lovers would love this game. It's a used game. It's a used game. It is in very good condition. Completed, missing only floor, bobble, pole. Has a small dent. But the box is in good condition. I found this game at my gift store, and I only paid $1.91 for it. I came home, researched it, and put it online for $21.95, and it sold for $21.95. My second pick for tonight would be a Ralph Lauren big polo shirt, and this is a new shirt with no tag. It's size medium. It's a gray shirt, and it's in good condition. And if you see the big polo, those are more popular than the small polo that's on the shirt. So if you do come across a polo shirt and if you see one with the big pony on it, that is a popular show. Solid popular shirt. And this shirt was bought at a yard sale for $8, and I listed it for $39.95, and it sold for $35. My next pick is a Michael Jackson Thriller shirt, t-shirt. And who doesn't know about Michael Jackson and Thriller? This is the time of year that Michael Jackson Thriller song is played on the radio because of the Halloween. So this is a very popular shirt. Not only shirt, but anything you can find with Michael Jackson Thriller on it is very popular. If you find this shirt during the Halloween season, this is something that definitely will sell real quick and get your sale rate up. This shirt I found at a thrift store, and I only paid $1 for it, and I sold it for $19.95. It's a pre-owned shirt, but it's in very good condition. It do have some cracking paint on the front of the shirt, but that's what makes it really nice.
People gonna have to excuse us with this phone too. That's one of the disadvantages from recording at
I
home.
did say I'm coming live from my home.
Live from your home, and everybody just want to call you when you're really busy. But D, let's go ahead and take this next one. Can I kind of handle a little bit of this one, D?
Yes, you can.
Because I like history, right? And when D, when we saw this plane, and we found out this was a B-17 Flying Fortress Memphis Belle. Now, a lot of times if you see something like this, you may have to do a little additional research on it, and we did, and come to find out the Memphis Belle is actually a movie. Yes, and this is a movie about World War II, and it was made in 1940. It was happened in 1943, and the U.S. Army based in England, they flew a number of successful missions, and Nola Gay was named after the captain. And eventually they brought this plane back to the United States and started displaying it, and they sold a lot of air bombs and stuff like that. And so sometimes you do have to look up a little bit of history on an item too.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's another technique, and you can include that into your listings also. And
That's true. The more you know about your items and can put it in your listing description, will boost your sales.
exactly. So D, we paid how much for that?
This item was found at a yard sale. We only paid $2.02 for it, and we listed it and sold it for $39.95. That was a big profit margin there. $2.02, and it sold for $39.95.
Okay.
And as you can see, the item is listed as new, so it's never been opened, never been used. So that's one thing you definitely want to state in your description.
All right, D, we're going to talk about this last one, D, and we just used this item earlier to actually show you how to do the search.
To show you do the webinar training. So this is my fifth item, which is the vintage Lone Ranger Merita bread sign. And as you can see, this item is it's in good condition, but it's used. And as you can see the little rust around the edges. So that's what makes this item a little less valuable than the first one we show you at the top of the page. This item that we have, if you can see closer now, you can see the rust around the edges of the sign. But it is in good condition. Look at the picture, they're very vivid, the colors. And I remember the Lone Rangers on TV. I remember my dad, he loved the Western movies. So I'm sure you have someone in your family who is a Western lover and would love to have this in their home. I know my dad would, but my dad is long gone now. But I remember those times sitting at TV watching some of these cowboy movies with my dad. So this is a vintage embossed Lone Ranger Merita bread sign, which is a 10-letter sign. It's a used sign in very good condition. The sign was bought for $5. I only paid $5 for it, but I sold it for $55. I listed it as $59.95, but I got an offer of $55. So you don't want to turn down that offer. It was a good offer. So I said, what's $4 or $5 that I may be losing after what I listed for? So that's nothing. So $55 is what I sold.
All right, D&D. I tell you what, that was very exciting. And like you told them a little bit about how you picked the item and how you researched that particular item and listed it, and also what it sold for. So, like D said, she was going to give up some secrets, and I felt like D really gave up some secrets on today's show. Didn't you, D?
I feel like I did, and I hope you all feel the same way. So now that you got some of these secrets, go out and use it and see how it works for you.
Yeah, and people, you want to stay tuned for that next week's show because Dee will be giving us some more of her secrets. And if you like this show, tell all your friends about it and tell them to start looking for the Dee's Life Treasure Show. We'll be putting up a new show every Monday, and we want you all to just stay tuned because Dee is definitely going to be showing you how you can make a lot on eBay. So we'll see you next week. We're going to have an exciting show coming up next week, so stay tuned.